welcome to or back to this week's weekly vlog. Super quick intro if you're new. My name's Dawn. I'm originally from Manchester, which is the northwest of England. For over 20 years I've been living in the Netherlands, just on the border of Amsterdam, and I live here with my partner Lawrence. Say hello, Lawrence.
Me, hello.
And our two boys, Josh and Will, and our fur babies, Jack and Daxter. And if you're an OG, a returning viewer, welcome back, guys. I hope everybody's had a good week since I last caught up with you. So I'm starting this week's vlog. We're on the way to Amsterdam. It's Saturday afternoon here, and I need to pick something up from the shops. So I said, well, why don't we go out to it's like a shopping mall. If you're a returning viewer, you'll know where I'm talking about. And there's a Starbucks there, so we're going to go out and have a coffee and just to walk around. Been busy this morning doing housework, getting on top of the laundry. We thought the boat was going into winter beddy bows, but Lawrence has had a call with the owner of the storage place 9 o'clock next Saturday morning, so I'm feeling a bit froggy at the moment, but I won't go into that. I'm not sick. So yeah, that's all we've got planned for today. No plans for this evening either. Last night we ended up, I suggested should we order an Indian takeaway, and Lawrence said why don't we just go out to dinner, and we asked the boys, and after cajoling them they both agreed to come, and it ended up being a really nice evening, not a late one. They both went off out when we got home, but we just went into our village to a local restaurant, and it was just really nice. We had a good laugh. It's not very often the four of us together for something like that. So yeah, I think we got home, I don't know, about, what time did we get home, Lawrence? 9. And then William went to his friends, and Joshua went into Amsterdam with some friends. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't shift this frog in my throat. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling, and I'll catch up with you in a while. Okay, we're back. We only popped out for coffee, and we ended up coming back with a few bits, so I'll show you some of them. Oh, Lawrence, you've got your Dorito. Got little Dorito bites. He loves them. Couldn't resist this. Got 2 of these. When you'll see it, you'll know. Aren't these mugs lovely? And we like the size. We said yes, we could happily drink a cup of coffee out of that. Oh, so nice. I'm really happy with it. So 2 of them. They weren't that expensive. I think they were like a couple of euro each. There's no price on them. And they can go in the dishwasher. Hurrah. Do my hair. And then we always have spare lamps for the bikes because the boys break them, lose them, they get stolen. So that's what I bought. And then popped into Dylan Commute and I bought some, actually it's a table runner, but it's I'm going to snip it up. It's like this nice cotton, it's not quite linen, it's nice, it's like a stiff canvas, but the weave is quite nice on it. It's a table runner. It was €10, but it's quite a good size. It's a couple of meters long. And I also, oh, I forgot I had that. This, I think my mum was drinking this when I was in the UK. I don't know what it's like. Keto melon. It's like this melon drink, and I don't know if you can see, it's got like melon bits in it. I think it's like a bubble tea kind of thing. It's delicious. And then I also bought, which I'm going to put away carefully. Because I'm always at the last minute buying mine. And I bought a advent candle. Again, that was from Dylan Commute, £3.50. It's nice. Did a white one, but I really like this green one. So I'll rewrap that carefully and put it away. And then pop that here. Okay, this was a bit of an impulse buy. Let me have a slurp. I need the strength to tell you. Please don't judge me or Lawrence. We went to the Bijenkorf, which is like the fanciest department store in the Netherlands, and there's a really big one near the Dam Square in Amsterdam, and then there's a smaller one in Amsterdam, and it's lovely. And I said, well, let's go in, because I knew that they had the Christmas decorations, and I wanted to look at the crackers, because they're not a Dutch thing. The Bijenkorf always has crackers, so I went in to look. Anyway, as we were walking through, we smelt something really nice, and they had this, I don't know what you call them, like an electric oil diffuser. So I had a look, and it was from the Rituals. So they had a little, because it's a department store, they had a Rituals section in the Bijenkorf. So we went over and said, where can we buy that oil? And she said, no, you have to go to the Rituals store. Well, then we were on a mission. So anyway, we went off to the Rituals store to buy the oil, because I've got one of these plug-in aromatherapy diffuser things, whatever they're called. Although it's not very good, granted. And so we went, and they said, and we found it, and she said, no, it's like a pod. So you have to buy their own fancy diffuser, and then you have to buy the oil, the aroma pod to go in it. And we'd set our heart on one. I think we've lost our mind. So Lawrence said, go on, we'll have it. Don't judge me. So this is the box it comes in. You can use, it's all like high-tech, Wi-Fi, Alexa. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I might set you. So you can download an app for it from the App Store or Google Play. And should I tell you the price? As I said, please don't judge either of us. So this is called the Perfume Genie. It was €107. I think because we had to sort of go on a little mission to find it, by the time we found it, we were like, well, we have to have it. It did smell amazing. So let's see. I don't know how I'm going to... Is it the right way up? I don't know tip it upside down. Yeah, here it is. This is it. And then that's €107 only for that. And then we said, well, how much are the cartridges? And the scent we liked was €42.90. €42.90. And you get between, if you use it on high in a 100 square metre room, you get 120 hours. And if it's low in a 15 square metre room, it's 360 hours. So I said, can't I just use my own oils? No. I've not even looked. I have to read the instructions. I must be mad. Okay, so comes in 2 parts. So this one screws to this. Anyway, Lawrence is going to set it all up. We'll download the app. It did smell amazing in the bike off, but my gosh. Anyway, I'm sure I'll figure a way to use my own oils in it somehow. Yeah, this is it. Oh, it's quite weighty actually. The Perfume Genie. Apparently it's brand new out. So we'll figure that out. Oh, there's another box here. What's that? Oh, maybe it's the oh yeah, it's the cord, the wire for it. Wouldn't you think they'd give you a free scent with it when you buy it? Oh yeah, it comes with a plug. And oh, that's good. A wall plug for the UK. So if you're in the UK, you can also buy one. Oh dear. Anyway, we did get a free gift because I am always buying stuff from the Rituals, and I don't, for some reason I've never signed up. Oh yeah, we bought some new hand soap in the same scent. So we've gone for Precious Amber. We've got from the Bath and Body Works in the kitchen Cozy Vanilla Almond, and it's not nice. The other two that I bought were lovely, but this one, it smells really chemically and Lawrence hates it. So because we like this Precious Amber, so I said, right, let's just get a new kitchen soap. I don't know how much that was. How much is the soap? Hand wash, £12.90. It's not, I mean, okay, for a hand wash. It does go a long way. You need one little half a pump. And then I did get a free gift in their new scent, The Legend of the Dragon, with plum and cedarwood, a foaming shower gel. Can't smell it. I'm sure it'll be nice. It sounds nice, plum and cedarwood. And anyway, because I signed up, I'll get a free gift on my birthday. I don't know what come over us. Lawrence isn't normally like that, but even he was like, oh, it's really nice. So we've got instructions, whole book of instructions. So I'll let him figure it out. Sure we have to download an app. Right, that was the shopping trip, which was only supposed to be a cup of coffee. I think you would have seen, we had a Halloween donut, spooky donut. Lawrence had a plain donut from Starbucks, and I had pumpkin spice latte. I can't even get this back in the box now. No, it's not going in. Right, I'll stop fiddling. Right, I'll let you know how we get on. I'm going to drink and chew on my melon bits. We'll catch you in a while. Good afternoon. I was just checking the time. Oh my gosh, I've not been lazy this morning. I've almost finished all my laundry. Hurrah. But aside from that, that's all I've done. Lawrence made eggs. We didn't have bacon, so he made egg and ham this morning. Well, it was like a brunch kind of thing. And he's cleaned the rest of the kitchen. It's actually on that side. It's fairly tidy. I really need to go through all this. It's like juice and teas and coffees. I'm sure half of it can be thrown away. And actually, I've got recipe books, I think, over there. Yeah, in the corner. And I think I need a shelf. We used to have a shelf in the corner over there. Anyway, started waffling already. Last night, Lawrence and I, not quite the chilled evening we thought. He wanted to watch rugby, which is fine. But William was going out to work and he said, the neighbour's dog's loose again. And Lawrence walks with that neighbour, so we know the dog really well. We've known him since he was a tiny puppy. And Lawrence said, I better go and bring him in. Anyway, so I filmed him and I realised he's one of those breeds that are getting terrible, terrible press in the UK at the moment. He's let me see if this is right. He's a Bully XL. Is that what it is? He's huge, but my gosh, he is the biggest scaredy cat. He's scared of Jack. He won't tackle Daxter. Daxter doesn't even bother to hiss at him. I mean, if he went at him like, you know, overexcited, Daxter would give him a bop on the nose, that's for sure. Daxter's not afraid of dogs, which is a good and a bad thing. But anyway, the neighbour had left him in the garden. He popped out. He was out most of the evening. So William left, must be about, it was well before 6. And Lawrence went and fetched, actually stood out the front and called him. Luckily, everybody on our street knows him because he's like Houdini. He keeps escaping from the garden. So why he keeps insisting on leaving him in the garden, I've no idea. But everybody in the street knows him and, you know, he's such a lovely dog. I mean, he's really adorable. But I said to Lawrence, he's going to have to be really careful because if somebody's walking down the street, he looks really scary. I mean, he's huge and the muscle, Lawrence is pretty strong. Even Lawrence walks him, he's got like a big harness. Not Lawrence, the dog, obviously. And he even pulls Lawrence. I mean, I said I wouldn't walk him. William's walked him a few times, but William says, oh, he's strong. He does listen fairly well. And anyway, so Lawrence went and checked. He knew where the harness, and he's got like a big cushion for outside. He's got like a shelter in the garden, I think. So he went over, brought his harness, brought his bed. He didn't have any food, and that's just reminded me, Jack's run out of food, so I'll have to pop out to the garden centre, or Lawrence can go when he's home. So we gave him what little food of Jack's was left. And Lawrence asked the neighbour, like, where are you? Your dog was loose again. Anyway, I think he got back about 9ish. But he was really, like, afraid. And he knows our house. And but he kept trying to climb on the sofa on my knee. Seriously, he's a big baby. Really a big baby. And so I give him a cuddle. And, you know, he's such a lovely dog. But Jack is so possessive of... He's really possessive of Lawrence. He's pretty possessive of me and the boys. But if anybody goes near his dad, he's not happy. So Jack, whilst he was happy that the dog was in the house and they played a bit, every time the dog came to one of us for, you know, just a bit of comfort, Jack was not happy. And then he's still quite young, the dog. He's very young. And he found one of Jack's balls. Well, Jack was not happy about it. And he kept pacing and following him till he dropped the ball. Anyway, Jack finally got the ball, was nursing it. And the dog, rightly so, bounded over, tail wagging, tried to get the ball. Jack had a go at him. It was just Jack telling him off, it was fine. But I said to Lawrence, if the dog got fed up with Jack at him all the time, he could retaliate. Rightly so, because Jack was just being mean. And, you know, that, I mean, he's a strong dog. And I said, oh, I don't know, you know, we'll have to just watch them, you know, just cut down on the fussing and petting of him. Anyway, he calmed down eventually. He crashed out on his cushion. And then eventually the owner came and Lawrence took all his stuff out and said, listen, you've got to be careful. He said, oh, I locked the garden well. And Lawrence said, you didn't. And even if you do, he can escape. You know, he's a very clever dog. So he said, yeah, I won't do that again. I'll leave him inside. Anyway, it's getting cooler in the evening. But yeah, I feel I've seen all these like horrible, horrific stories in the British press about these kind of dogs. It's the owners. It's really the owners. I mean, as you gather by now, Lawrence and I and the boys are pet lovers. We're animal lovers. We adore our dog and our cat, Daxter. It just is the boss of all of us, frankly. And, you know, when I see this dog, how adorable he is. Seriously, he's the biggest baby. And, you know, and then you read all these stories in the news and you think, I just feel so sorry for these dogs. It's the owners. You know, it makes me so cross. Anyway, so that was our little visitor last night. But yeah, because Jack was being horrible to him, we didn't have a very restful evening. But anyway, it was fine. I love having him in the house. He's just dead excitable all the time. And as I said, all he wants to do is just be on you and hug you. And he's like putting his head on you all the time. He's just so enthusiastic, but massive. He weighs a ton. He's a big boy. Anyway, it all ended well. And when Lawrence is out walking and the dog's there, Jack and the dog get on great. They're big friends. But Jack's older. As I said, he's very possessive of Lawrence. And, you know, if somebody's getting more attention off his dad than he is, well, he's not going to be happy about it. So much so, he was sulking with me last night after the dog left. He was really, like, in a huff with me because I dared to make a fuss of this dog. I just wanted to comfort him because he was really, you could see he was really, like, you know, oh, where's my dad? You know, he was getting all anxious. But anyway, and Daxter realised he was in the house and just took off upstairs. He's like, well, I'm too old for this nonsense. So yeah, that was our evening. And then Lawrence watched the rugby, as I said, and I caught up on YouTube because it's Vlogtober and clearly I'm not vlogging every day, but I do like to watch them. There's that many, I can't keep on top of them, but I did manage to catch a few last night. Then, and the other thing, in last week's vlog, but for me it was only yesterday, I bought that pumpkin, so I've covered it in paper, and I've just printed off some nice lettering. I can't write cursive, but I'm going to attempt to try and transfer this onto the pumpkin. So I've printed off some nice lettering, and then I've seen on YouTube if I put baking paper over it with a pencil, and then it's like tracing paper, and then I could try and... Or I might fussy cut it. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see what I'm in the mood for. And then the other thing, I did start, if you watched the last podcast, yeah, the last podcast, I've shown you some really cute little cross-stitch kits I'd bought. And they're on, if you're not a crafter, sorry about this, the fabric is card, like punched card. I really don't like it. It was sending my eyes funny because they're not crosses, they're little circles and my eyes were swimming. Anyway, I'd already started it before I decided I didn't like it. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to run out of embroidery floss. So I've got some Ada and I've started it again, and then I've given great guns on it. Really enjoy it. It's only a little kit. And then I realised I'd put an extra row in. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm put it in the naughty corner for now. So I think I'm going to tackle the lettering. As I said, Lawrence is out at hockey. And realised that after he's played hockey, yeah, he has to ref a game. So he won't be home till quite late. Josh was out at football. William's gone to his friends and he's at work later. So it's a pretty quiet day in the house, which I'm happy for. I feel happy I've got my laundry on the go. And I can't remember, I don't know if I mentioned this, but quite exciting for Lawrence and Josh. Next Sunday, so I'll tell you all about that in probably next week's vlog, if the timing's right. They're going to Paris. Lawrence has got tickets for the Rugby World Cup. And by all accounts, it looks like they've got their tickets on the hope that South Africa are going to make it through. Is it the semi-final or the quarter? I can't remember. It's a big game for South Africans, not for me because I don't watch rugby, I don't understand it. But he's our nephew, one of our nephews lives in, he's South African, lives in the UK, and now he lives in Taiwan for a period. He's working over there with his wife and kids. And he contacted Lawrence, said, oh, do you want, I can get hold of tickets if you want some. So Lawrence, his nephew is flying over to Paris from Taiwan just for the game. Must be mad, these people. And Lawrence bought the other 3, because he had 4 and he's bought the other 3. So Lawrence and Josh and Lawrence's friend Matthew, they're going to go, but only for the day. So Matthew said, well, I'll drive. I think Paris from here is like a 4-hour drive, I think, maybe. So they're going to drive Sunday morning, spend the day there, catch up with our nephew, and then watch the match, and then come home. How exciting is that? That's the nice thing. It still blows my mind. Being from an island, you know, Great Britain, or I should say England. Well, yeah, Great Britain, not the United Kingdom, because that's lots of other places. This is when it really sets home to me that, you know, I'm an islander, because the fact that you can just jump in your car and drive to another country, it still blows my mind. I mean, well, if you're in England, you can drive to another country. You can drive to England, to Scotland or Wales, but you know, that's normal for us. You know, we don't consider it as like going abroad kind of thing. But yeah, here it's I think it's amazing. So yeah, that's what they're going to be doing. But that's a week today. And then a week tomorrow, it's my birthday. It's not a big one. I think I always have struggles with this. My colleagues laugh at me. I think I'm 52. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be 52. So we're not doing any celebration. I think you remember Lawrence bought me a fancy schmancy laptop for my birthday, which I want him to return because there's something wrong with the audio or video drivers, and he's been on the support to HP. It's a HP laptop. He's been on the support to Microsoft, and at first we thought it was this video editor that I use. It's a paid editor. It's called Movavi. And I said, no, it can't be Movavi because YouTube, it's not, it's like the audio and the video's slightly out of sync, and Lawrence can't see it. For some reason, his brain isn't processing. It might be because he's dyslexic, I don't know. It might be something that, you know, his brain's trying to catch up, so he doesn't notice it. But when I look at it, it's driving me mad. I said, I can't video edit with it like this. It's completely out of sync. It looks like a really bad dubbed movie. So anyway, he's been back and forth with Movavi, and that's why I'm mentioning them, because the support has been outstanding. I mean, outstanding. It's not their problem. It's not the editor. And as I said, it's a paid editor. I've used it for years. Actually, before I even started with YouTube, Lawrence bought William the license for it because it was like a hobby of his. And I mean, the version that we had, was it from 2020? I think it was. That was the last version we bought the license for, and it runs perfectly. But obviously, they bring out new versions, and then if you're an existing customer, they'll usually sell you the latest version at a discounted price. Anyway, the support guy, he said to Lawrence, here, have the latest version and see if that helps. Well, it didn't, because it's not Movavi. And then, so Lawrence has been back and forth with the support, the tech guy there. And then, really, the customer service is amazing. He's even been researching how to fix the drivers and known problems with this HP laptop. Way better than HP have been. And I said to Lawrence just before he left, because Movavi had emailed him again. I can't praise them enough, seriously. Lawrence, I said to Lawrence, I said, for the amount of money you've spent on that laptop, it was really expensive. I wouldn't have bought a laptop for myself at that price. But anyway, he's the techie and he loves gadgets. I said, for that amount of money, it's well within warranty. Get it sent back. And if it is a known issue, then they either have to fix it, send a new one, or choose a different model, because it's unworkable. It's a very expensive black box just sitting there with a bit of dust on it by now. So I've had enough. Very disappointed in HP, I must admit, which is oh, it sticks in me to say that, because I used to work for HP many years ago, and I've always been a really big fan of their laptops and computers, because pretty much I cut my teeth on HP computers, desktops, before we had laptops. Show my age. And I know, as an ex-employee, many moons again, I think they've been through loads of rebranding and reselling and whatever, then customer service was paramount. So my experience today with them, it's really not okay. I couldn't even reach out to some ex-colleagues, because all the people I do know, who I'm still in contact with, work from a different division that was sold off. So I haven't even got any, you know, people to pull some strings for me. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop waffling now. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get this lettering on the pumpkin. Really pleased with how that's turned out. I'll show the finished pumpkin in the next podcast. But all I did, I just stuck. You can see it's got carving in it. I just stuck decorator's tape over it, and the paper board is quite thick. I don't know if you can see, quite thick cardstock, so it's completely flat. You can't see or feel the holes in it. So I just drew around the pumpkin, put the paper face or pumpkin face or drew around it, cut it out, tacky glued it on, and then I've just with distress ink gone around the edge. So I'm going to see, I think it'll look quite nice, that. And then I'll fancy it up with some twine or foliage or something. But anyway, that's for the podcast. Right, I'll catch you in a while. To work, the traffic has been quite bad, although this stretch of the motorway is pretty clear. But I'm thinking, if it's already been this bad, it might be heavy going through the tunnel. So I'm debating what to do now. Anyway, we'll see. If you can see me, I'm loath to touch this camera mount after it keeps falling off the screen, the windscreen. Anyway, last night, super quiet night, messed up. Michelle at me, where are you? I'd completely forgot we were supposed to go walking, and I was just so tired. I'd already put my pyjamas on, and I said, oh no, I'm really sorry. So I felt awful, and thinking about it, next Monday is my birthday. So if you're watching this in real time, tomorrow. So I'm thinking I might cancel next Monday and just get a nice takeaway in or something. Right, is anybody going to let me in? I don't know if people just don't see you, or they're just... No, there was a van behind me who was sitting right on my blind spot, and he wouldn't let me in, and now he's pulled into the lane that I was trying to get out of. Anyway, so yeah, just sat on the sofa last night, feeling really tired. I dug out my Yuletide blanket, and I don't think I've crocheted on that for, I don't know, maybe earlier this year. Maybe I did a bit, I'm not sure. Couldn't find the colour chart, couldn't even remember what needle I'd used. Anyway, I spent about half an hour going through all my stuff. Luckily I'd stuffed the needle in the basket with all the yarn, and then I printed off a new gauge, and then when I realised how far I'd got, I carried on crocheting on it. I was going to, sorry if you don't crochet, this is really boring. I was going to give up the pattern and just do, like, go into granny square mode. Because I think was it Helen at Mousy Makes Pod? I think Helen said, did her mum do it? She got fed up with the pattern and just did it as a giant granny square. But anyway, I'd put it down in mid-row, so I thought, I'll have to carry on, I'm not frogging it. And then I've just carried on with the pattern and I really enjoyed it. I did 3 rounds. Now I'm on, I think I was halfway through round 45. So you can imagine, if you're a crocheter, imagine the size of it now. So 3 rounds is quite a lot. So yeah, hopefully I can muster the enthusiasm and get that finished in time for Christmas. That would be the goal. But yeah, it was nice to sit on the sofa and do a bit of crochet. It seems to be the weather for it. And that was about the sum of our evening. We watched Married at First Sight UK. Shouted at the TV a lot. I don't know. The show seems to be on its last legs. The UK version, anyway. Oh, did anybody watch the Big Brother reboot? Is it the reboot? We didn't watch it all. We caught a bit of it. I must say, I'm like, oh no, I don't think it's for me. I mean, we'll persevere, because often these reality shows, at the beginning, you struggle to get into them. Sorry, turn the fan down a bit. And then, as you know, they're not actors, the players, the contestants, they start to grow on you, don't they? But I'm not that enthusiastic about it at the moment. And then for the rest of the week, I've got no plans. Tomorrow, William's got to go for a jab. He's at that age still where he needs, he can have jabs. I don't even know which one it is that is due. And he's having it. And then Thursday, I think I mentioned, who remembers Passport Gate, when both the boys didn't have passports? Anyway, Joshua's was because his was taken off him. Whole story. Anyway, so he's got his passport, you already know that. Both of them have got their passport now. But on top of that, Joshua had also lost his ID, which he needs if he wants to work. Technically, we don't need them to go in and out of the country, but customs like you, security like you to show your residency permit. That's exactly what he's lost. So anyway, he applied for that. I think you remember it was, it must be about over a month ago. Took him to the police station. He had to do a declaration. The police filed it in the system that indeed his ID was lost. Then he got a special letter and a case number, and then Joshua had to go online and apply for it. Anyway, he's done all of that, and then finally he got the appointment. So that's Thursday. We have to take him to the immigration department because I think that he said if your photo was older than 6 or 10 months, you had to do all the biometrics again. And then, so once he's done all that on Thursday, one of us will take him, probably Lawrence. It could take a few months before he gets it. And we had to pay for it to be replaced. I don't know. They just don't seem to get the importance of these things, do they? And then, anyway, Friday's my free day. And I think for the first time in a long, long time, I haven't got any appointments. So that'll be nice. I might film a podcast talking about that blanket. I've got a few things that I've done or got on the go. I might do that, we'll see. There was something else I was going to mention and it's gone out of my mind. Well, I won't go into details at the moment, but I might have a really, really fun but busy work trip coming up. But that if it does happen, that'll be December, which also got me thinking about Vlogmas. What to do about Vlogmas? Because if you've been around for a while, you know I don't think I've ever missed a Vlogmas. I've done one every year since I've had the channel, I think, almost. And I would like to do it again, but if I've got this trip, I won't be around for some of it, so I'm debating what to do. But yeah, I'm really, so far, I'm feeling very enthusiastic about doing Vlogmas. I've been watching some Vlogtobers. There doesn't seem to be as many people doing Vlogtober this year, although a few people did September vlogs, so it seems to be there's no kind of fast rule about these things. Sorry, there's all rubbish in the car. There doesn't seem to be any fast rules about these things, and people can just do a month of vlogs as they seem fit, which I think that's quite nice. Because also what I've noticed is when they have these seasonal, you know, the Vlogmas, Vlogtober, etc., suddenly YouTube becomes flooded with them, and you just can't watch them all, even if you really, really want to. Some people do go back and watch them from the start, and yeah, that's not me. I don't do that. But so maybe just having a random month in the year is a nice idea. Not for me, obviously, because this is my vlog channel. But a lot of the ones I watch, they're not vloggers. They're usually crafters. In case you're wondering, Jeanette and Karen are both doing Vlogtober, so I've been watching them. I've been watching a few of Ali from This Little Wonderful Life. I've watched a couple of Davina's, I think. I can't remember. There's a few that I've sort of dipped in and out of. Anyway, waffle. Well, the traffic through the tunnel is completely clear. I had a hunch that it'd be busy because the motorway's been so busy, but that never happens. Although when I get through the other side of this tunnel, it's the main road into the back of Central Station in Amsterdam. So this road is always super busy for people like me commuting, but also people being picked up or dropped off at the station. If you've been to Amsterdam before, you'll know Grand Central. Is it not Grand Central? I think it's, yeah, Central Station. That's the big train station in Amsterdam. Anyway, waffle. Right, I'm going to see how this end of the tunnel looks. It's a long one. I'm driving under the River Eye, maybe, or like a harbour within it. It's a big stretch of water, as you gathered. I'm still in it. I have filmed like what you call it when you do it in film it in like fast motion. I forget the name of it now. Time lapse. I've done a time lapse film through this tunnel. Let me know if you'd want another one. I'm happy to do that. It's quite interesting. I quite like doing those time lapses. Right, I'm going to stop waffling now. Yeah, traffic's bad. I'll catch you in a while. Good afternoon. Just made a coffee. One of my new mugs. I've just finished work. I did have half a mind to go out mooching, is the technical term, but I don't feel like it. I did have to pop out in my lunch break because there was no bread in the house, and everybody needed milk. Not me, because I don't drink cow's milk at home. It's not that I'm intolerant or anything, although I do think I have become slightly lactose intolerant. That must be possible, right? Because when I eat ice cream and anything with dairy in it, I get a little bit like irritated, and it makes me cough, you know, like an itchy cough. And as quick as it starts, it's over. Usually half an hour and I'm fine again. Doesn't stop me eating ice cream, I can tell you. Anyway, so I did have to pop out, and now I just don't feel like going out. Dexter's just come in for his afternoon snack. So yeah, I finished work. What have I been up to? I think I chatted with you yesterday when I was on the way to work, I think. The latest, what is there now? The latest, do you want to look at him? Let's see. Oh, he's purring. If you can see, look. Say hello to everyone. It's not happy because I'll tell you why, I've had nail polish on my fingers. It doesn't smell nice, does it? His ears are all black. No, little teddy bear. He's purring. I don't know if you can hear him. I don't want to get him too near my coffee because he's shedding at the moment. Oh, he's so cuddly. Do you want to get down? No, he's happy. It just doesn't like the smell. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the computer saga. So anyway, Lawrence was on a chat with the tech people of the company he bought the computer from. So he didn't buy my laptop directly from HP, but HP are the ones who've been doing lack of support. Do you want to get down? It smells so nice. It smells of the outdoor. Say hello to everyone. Look at him lying there. You wouldn't think he was a vicious predator. There you go. Oh, I'm covered in cat hair now. Sorry. He's looked at me as if to say, what did you do that for? Yes, so HP support have been useless with this laptop. So the company he bought it from, sorry, I've got nail polish on my fingers, have now said that indeed send it back and choose something else, either the same model or something else. Anyway, I've researched laptops for video editing, and I think I found one, but when Lawrence has finished with the back and forth and the sending of, and if something arrives, I'll share that with you. But yeah, not very happy. Oh my gosh, I'm really sorry. I've got cat hair all over me. I wear contact lenses, so I'm always worried about getting cat hair in my eyes, because trust me, that's not fun. Anyway, that's where we're up to. So what have I been doing while I've got nail polish on my fingers? Well, I won't show you because it's upside down now, but I made another bee pot. It's like this smoky glass. I'm just playing, they're experiments, but the lid has got quite a lot of bubbles in it, around like the lid where it sits in. So technically you can't really see them, but I know them, that they're there. So rather than trying to fix them with resin, I thought I'll just put a bit of clear nail polish in it and see if it works. So it's filled the holes up. I mean, they'll still be visible, but they won't be holy, if that makes sense. I'm having a great time with this resin. I need to order more though, because I had I completely forgot to film it and Lawrence put it in the bin. I wanted to make one of these bee pots in like jet black. I think I spoke about this on the podcast. So I mixed up quite a big batch of resin with, I had a black acrylic paint in it, alcohol, ink, all the things I've researched that it says you can put in resin, epoxy resin, and silly me, because I'm not very experienced, I was busy coating the inside of the silicone mould with mica powder, ready to pour the black. So I was like layering. I was like wanted this sheen and then black inside. And then I looked up and I was like, what's going on? And the resin in the cup, that the mixture was having a weird chemical reaction. And as I put it in a little plastic beaker, as I touched it, it wasn't like hot. You could touch it, but it was like really warm. And it was like bubbling. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I ran out of the back garden, left it in the back garden. But yeah, rendered it useless. So I don't know why it did that. So anyway, I was determined I wanted to make a pot. So I've just done it with mica powder coated on the silicone mould. So this is just clear resin. And it's quite nice. It is like this smoky glass. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, I've got bubbles in the lid. But anyway, they're only for me to play. But yeah, as a result, I'm down to, I haven't got enough resin to make another pot. Although I've got enough resin to make, I don't know, other things with it. But I'm really into these pots at the moment. Sorry, that was loud. One Day Saving kindly offered me some more products to try, because I shared the video that I did over on the Woven Almanac channel if you missed it. Oh, and please go and enter that, because I'm giving away, courtesy of One Day Saving, I'm giving a bee diamond painting kit away on that channel. It runs until the 31st of October 2023. So if you haven't entered, head on over to that video and please enter, because it's open worldwide. You've got to be in it to win it. But anyway, so when I did all the videos and the social media that I agreed to in exchange for giving me free things and reviewing them for them, they said they really liked it and said, do you want some more products? So I was like, yes, please, thanks very much. So I can't remember. I think I've got another diamond kit coming to try out. I think another silicone mould. Yes, it's coming back to me now. Another pot, kind of pot, not a bee pot. And there was something else that I said I liked. I gave them a list of 3 things and said any one of them I'll be super happy with. And then they come back and said, oh, we'll send you all 3. But one of them wasn't in stock. So the lady I'm dealing with, she said, I've replaced it with something else, so I hope you like it. I have no idea what they've sent me. How nice is that? So yeah, I need to order some more resin. What else have I got to tell you? That's the laptop situation. When a new one comes, eventually, I'll tell you all about it and I'll tell you what we went for. I did a lot of the research on this now to get something I really like, because actually what Lawrence chose was like super duper in terms of specs, but there was a lot of things on it that weren't handy for me. A couple of examples: all the USB ports were at the back. So imagine you open the laptop like that. All the ports, all the plugins were at the back, which isn't handy, especially when I'm in my office, because then, you know, you constantly, and I'm always plugging and unplugging things. So that wasn't handy. And there was a couple of other things that I wouldn't have chosen myself. So it was like, okay, I'm going to research the laptops that I like and then run the specs by you and then see what you think. So the one that I think we're going to go for, hopefully it's a good one. It says it is. What else? Oh, if you're watching on Sunday in real time or whenever, today, as this video loads, is Jeanette's birthday. It's a special one. She's 60. If you're watching, happy birthday. I know I've probably wished you 100 times already, but I'm just mentioning it. So if you don't follow Jeanette, or maybe you've missed it, head on over and wish Jeanette a happy 60th birthday. I can't believe it. She doesn't look 60 in my opinion, and she certainly does not behave like one. I can tell you. So this afternoon, yeah, I don't need to go out because I popped to the shops to do the groceries. But I think I'm just going to sit on the sofa. I'm really into crocheting this Yuletide blanket. Quite into that. I've got there's a cat hair on my nose. I've got a sweater, the everyday eyelet sweater that I'm knitting. Ran out of wool. That's arrived yesterday, so I've started one of the sleeves on that. I might try and pick up that cross stitch kit, although I'm still peeved at myself that I messed up. So I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just going to sit on the sofa. I'm actually going to put Netflix on. Sorry, because when Lawrence and I were flicking through the other day and I looked at my list and there was stuff on there and I was like, what's that? I've marked things. And then there was a series that I started watching ages ago, and I'm talking like a couple of years ago, that I never finished watching. And I've just got back into it again. I picked up where I left off. I didn't need a recap. The Good Witch. Did anybody watch it? It's just nice. It's just a nice show. So I'm back watching that again. And the other thing, Virgin River, the new season, they put out a new season a couple of weeks back now, I think. I want to start watching that, but I have to wait for Lawrence because he likes watching Virgin River. Anyway, I think I'm going to put The Good Witch on. I'm going to sit. I've got my coffee. My repair on the pot lid is happening here. So I'll let that dry and I'll show you that in the podcast. I still need to film one. Maybe Friday. I'll see when I can, because I like to, if I'm almost finished with stuff, I'd like to wait until I've finished with a few things and show you. But anyway, who knows? It's going to be a lucky dip again. Right, off I go. I'm going to stop waffling. Oh, before I stop waffling, I forgot to mention on Sunday afternoon, I did, I'm pointing over there because it's that direction, I put all my autumn decorations out on the fire and it looks lovely. And then in the evening I lit the candles and it was all cosy and I was crocheting. And that perfume genie, oh my gosh, I know I keep saying it, please don't judge us, because we would never ever spend that kind of money on an oil diffuser, aromatherapy, whatever it's called. I must say, it's amazing. We're really happy with it. Lawrence has put it on a timer that it comes on for a few hours in the evening, the hours where we usually sat on the sofa watching TV or chilling. And the smell is amazing. Maybe one for your Christmas list, because let's face it, when you're a crafter and people say, what do you want? If it's not crafting stuff, usually we're like, I don't need anything. Am I right? That's usually me. I think it's a nice, put it on your wish list if somebody's struggling for ideas for you. I can really recommend it. But the genie itself, not cheap. And as I said, the pods are not cheap. But if they last a while. And the smell, the amber, was it one that we got? Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Right, I am going to stop waffling now. I'll catch you in a while. Good morning. Look where I am. And I have a cappuccino in my Dawn's Days mug. This lives here at the workshop. I do have another one. I think it's at home. It was just a funny treat to myself when I first started with, actually no, when I first got the workshop. It's still nice and hot. This is from the machine downstairs, the cappuccino, not the mug. I think I bought it on Vistaprint, and all I did, I just chose a white mug, plain white mug, uploaded my logo, of course, with a B. I hope you can't overhear my neighbour, because I think she's got a client in, and hopefully I'm not disturbing her. But the walls are very thin here, and luckily for her, I'm not here that often. And when I am here, I'm not banging and drilling, as is often the case in some of the other workshops. It's quite busy today. It seems to be quite a few people in. Anyway, the reason I'm here, I do need to cut out some bags, some fabric. I've bought I found this fabric. I only bought a little piece of it just to see if I had anything in stash that would go with it. I love this fabric. I've had it years. I've got one biggish piece left. It's beautiful. This is actually we made a headboard, like a padded footboard, I should say, not headboard, footboard for our bed, and that's what it's covered in. But Daxter loves it, so the corner on my end of the bed, it's got a hole in it now where he's over scratched it. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to take it off. We do need a new bed at some point, but they're so expensive here for like I want a good bed, you know, especially with my back. Anyway, so I'm here. I need to cut out some fabric. Then the other thing, just put my glasses on. A letter, my neighbour, she take this label off. She sent me a photo. She said there's something that you've got mail. So I was like, mail? Because I don't really get a lot of mail here at the workshop. I used to, but because I'm never here, I don't even think I'd bother putting the address in the description bar of the podcast anymore. Anyway, so I left this to her. She said, you've got mail. So this was lying for me. It's just like, what is it? It's very naughty. I know she's probably watching. Maureen, you naughty girl. I don't know what you've sent me. I'm not going to open it because it's clearly something for my birthday. In case you didn't know, Maureen makes cards. That's one of her cards, which is Daxter. Ooh, so cute. And she's really talented. Seriously, her card making it puts me definitely to shame. So, I don't know, she sent me something, a little goodie. Thank you, Maureen. That's so thoughtful and really kind and not necessary, because I know postage overseas is, I mean, postage full stop is expensive, but postage overseas is not cheap. So, thank you. I'll open it on Monday. I'm sure I'll love it because you're very thoughtful. Talking of postage, I've had quite a few people, mainly from the podcast, ask me about buying bags and about my Etsy shop. And I'm pretty sure the Etsy shop is still in a holiday mode. I've not closed it, but it's in holiday mode. And I always leave the link just because I copy paste all the admin-y kind of stuff in every video. But I don't post. Well, it's not open. And I don't post overseas because the postage cost is astronomical. However, I think I'm gonna look into it again, because if people just want to buy a bag, maybe I haven't got one made up here. Maybe just a bag, flat in an envelope, like I don't know this kind of size envelope. What's that, like A4? Maybe it might be doable, but I will research it. I don't know why anyone would want to buy one of my bags, because I am the dodgiest. So it's really... And some of my friends do have my bags, and they're really good at showing them ever so lovely and not all the wonky lines and dodgy stitching. But I suppose it's part of me, dodgy bags. Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful, she hosts, did she do it this year? I've been so busy, I've lost track of who's doing what. She does the dodgy bag man, and I think I have entered a couple of my bags. It's like, mine's like, if there's a scale of dodginess, mine's like either really high up on the dodginess, or yeah, very high up on the dodginess. Anyway, it's the enjoyment what takes over quality. The other thing I forgot to mention is I think I last spoke to you. It was Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, it was Wednesday afternoon, and I was getting ready to get all cozy on the sofa. I had a cup of coffee, and I think I was doing a bit of crochet or something. What do you think happened? Sorry if you can hear there's a plane going over, a big one. I literally put my coffee cup down on I've got our arms of the sofa are quite wide and flat and solid, and I've got a coaster on there. Put my coffee cup down. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I nudged something, or I'm always very careful when I sit down. Next minute, the entire coffee cup, bloop. Luckily the cup, it's sort of like slow motion fell, so it didn't break, but it went everywhere. The corner of the rug is still a bit damp, and I've washed it and washed it. I said to Lawrence, oh, I think this rug's had it by now, especially with the pets. But it went all over my Yuletide blanket that I was just about to crochet. Anyway, I managed to sort of soak it all up, clean it up. It went on my Yarndale bag, luckily, because it's really good quality canvas. It didn't go through, because I was like, oh no, all that hand-dyed expensive yarn in there. Because the bag is next to me now, and again I pull you know how it goes. I pull a skein out, and I'm like, what shall I do? And I sniff it and put it back in. So luckily it's not gone through to the yarn, but yeah, the Yarndale bag's got a big coffee stain at the back of it. Luckily not on the sheep. But yeah, an entire corner of my Yuletide blanket was soaking wet with coffee. Anyway, I've cleaned it all up. I've not yet washed, because I thought, well, I'm not going to throw the entire thing in the wash machine because I'm still busy with it. So what I'm going to do over the weekend is I'm going to just wash that corner. It's only Stylecraft Special DK, so it won't take too long to dry, and see if it comes out. You can't really notice it. I mean, it just stinks of coffee, and it's a little bit darker than the rest of the colours because of the coffee, but the colours are so dark and rich and jewel-like, you can't even see it. But anyway, gosh. So yeah, Wednesday afternoon, my chill zen moment was no longer zen and definitely not chilled. Never done that before. The other thing, I've got a feeling this week's vlog is going to be quite long, but anyway, if you're still with me, hurrah. The other thing, Lawrence went to, did I mention it? No. Lawrence went to Rotterdam yesterday afternoon with the laptop he bought me, took it into the store, all pre-arranged. He spoke to the shop assistant and the owner. He's bought equipment and PCs from them before, so they can see he's a good customer. Took my laptop in, the tech guy opened it, set everything up straight away. He said, oh yeah, I can see it. And Lawrence couldn't see that the audio and the video was out of sync. He just couldn't see it. And he straight away said, oh yeah, I've seen it. And Lawrence went through all the things he'd done. He'd done a factory reset, new drivers, blah, 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 which when you buy a brand new laptop, it should just work, right? I mean, he's like IT tech savvy, like really savvy. And the fact that he was doing all this, you know, work on it. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So luckily the tech guy said, yeah, I see it. Lawrence walked through everything he'd done. He said, well, there's nothing more we could do. Took it in the back. He said he was gone for quite a while, came out and with the owner, and they said, right, yeah, you're not taking this back with you. Choose either the same or choose another computer, and you can take it with you now. So I'm not sure how much this one is. Now, I can't remember. I think I've never heard of this brand, but Lawrence has researched it and it's scoring really well with video editing and gaming laptops. I think the brand is MSI, I think it is. I'll try and remember to put it on the screen if I was wrong. But anyway, he set it all up for me last night. So over the weekend, I'm going to have a play with it because I need to set up all my passwords and directories and blah, 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 and move files over, you know, like video files. And, you know, I've got like all my knitting patterns and crochet patterns. And so I'll do a transfer, which I'd already done with the other laptop. But anyway, fingers crossed. We've had a look at the video editor. It works like a dream. There's nothing wrong with the video editor. It was the audio and visual. It works fine, no issue with it. We've got another new version from Movavi. They've sent another new version. So by all accounts, I should have finally a super duper laptop. The other thing, HP told Lawrence he was like 2 days out of warranty on it. And Lawrence said, but if you look at when I opened the ticket with you, I was within warranty. I was like, I still had over a week of warranty left, but because of your incompetence and your poor customer service, now I've gone out of warranty. Yeah, well, you'd have to go back to the supplier, the shop. How disgraceful is that? Anyway, so that's it. I haven't got a HP laptop and I doubt I'll ever buy another one. We'll see. Right, I'm going to stop waffling now. My coffee's going cold. I'm going to cut out my fabric, and then it has been blowing a gale outside. I need to pop to the market, but I think I'm going to go to the one in Hoofddorp. I think I showed you a few weeks ago now. I bought some nice like cord. It was like a satiny rope cord for a project I want to make. Anyway, I've now got all the things from a project, and can I find the cord? No, I've looked everywhere. It'll be stashed in a bag somewhere and I can't for the life of me find it. And I don't know, it was like, it wasn't even €1 a metre. So I'm like, I'm already going in that direction. So after I finish cutting out from here, or when I get bored, I'm gonna head on over to Hoofddorp. Anyway, if anything exciting happens, I'll be sure to tell you all about it. See you in a while. Okay, I'm back. Ooh, the wind's picked up. I've just heard on the radio in the car that they're expecting a storm, and it's so warm. In the car it said it was 20 degrees outside, and I was absolutely, I had my t-shirt, a cardigan, and my vegan leather plastic jacket on, and I popped in H&M and I tried a top on, and I had a Ross from Friends moment. I was that hot I couldn't even peel my jacket off. I had a mild panic attack in the changing room. Anyway, and then I just I got to the front door and Josh walked up and he was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. So I'm looking and the trees are like, whew. Anyway, I don't need to go out again. Picked up a couple of things. I needed some new leggings, but like gym ones, sport ones. Not that I go to the gym, but for walking. And they're nice. I don't know if you can see because they're black. They've got some like detail on them. But I went for the really thick ones. These are XL, so there'll be plenty of room in them. Training tights. These from H&M. And they're XL. And they were €30.99. So €31. But I've got another pair of these kind of pants from H&M, and I've had them quite a while, and they're really, really good, and they wash lovely. So that's been on my list. I've been looking for a while, but I needed to go in, you know, and have a look. I found these in the bottom of my handbag. I've been looking for them everywhere. When I was in Yarndale, Karen gifted us all a pair of socks as well. And look at this. Mine's got a big on it. I know, I was like, oh, I love them. So, yes, they were at the bottom of my bag. I was rooting. I couldn't find my front door key. That's when I met Josh at the front door. And I was like, I saw this fabric at the bottom of the bag and I thought, oh, that looks nice. And then I pulled them out. I was like, my socks. Love them. From the market, just picked up a few more like Wonder Clips. I've got a bag. I don't know how many's in them. £5.95. Here's a blast from the past. This is exactly what I bought last time. So I bought the same thing again and cord for the project bags. They'll turn up at some point. Anyway, had a quick look in Primarni, and apparently Rita Ora's done a collaboration with Primark, and just had a quick walk through, and spotted this lovely, like a long sleeve t-shirt, and it's so thin. Look how thin it is, but not like see-through. I could wear, you know, like a little string vest underneath it, because with these hot flushes, thin fabrics and layering is a godsend. And I thought, I'm having that. I didn't even check the price. And then when I did look at it, it was €9. It's lovely. I think it's going to feel really nice on. And then there was a delivery waiting for me. I just needed a pair of plain black shoes. And I've got wide feet, but not so much. I get really, really bad water retention. Like now I'm hot and my fingers are like full, you know. In the morning, what's that? I've got something weird on me. In the morning, I can get up and my rings are all loose. And then a couple of hours later, they're like digging into me. It's terrible. I've been checked. I've had a scan of my whole lymph system. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it is what it is. So anyway, I'm always struggling to find shoes that fit me. So I saw these on yours, because yours.nl as well, we have it. And I've ordered these lovely, like, what are they called? Loafers, brogues. Gosh, I used to wear shoes like this as a kid. In like this nice patent. It's not leather, they're a man-made fabric. But I think they're in a, where's my glasses? I think they're in a triple E, yeah. So I've got a €38 or a UK 5. I don't know how much I paid for them. It was between 25 and €30, I want to say. So for a pair of shoes, not bad. Anyway, they arrived whilst I was out, and I've tried them on while my feet are super hot and very, very swollen, and they fit really nice. But I don't know, there's some kind of cushioning in them. Oh my gosh, they're so comfortable. Chuffed to bits with them. So yeah, nice pair of winter shoes. Right, I'm absolutely starving. I didn't have breakfast because I'm not really a breakfast eater. I've not had lunch, and it's 10 to 2. So I think, let's close this. I think I'm going to wrap up. There's my shoes. This week's weekly vlog, and I hope you're all well. Thanks again for joining me, spending some of your time with me. And if you're new, thank you very much. Everybody's welcome. And if you haven't done already, please hit the subscribe button. Our little community is very slowly growing, but yeah, it's nice. I've noticed new names commenting, which is lovely, and I do try and reply to every comment. don't take too long about it, but now and again I might miss one, but I do get around to reading them, that's for sure. And I love hearing from you. And sometimes you give me tips, or you say, oh yeah, that happened to me, or I did that, or, you know, and talk amongst yourselves. Feel free, make new friends. Right, have a great week, stay safe, thanks for tuning in, and I'm gonna sign off and say I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.